Just noticing that my hair is all messy from being out in the wind. Okay, I did a TikTok yesterday. It's over 84,000 views right now on the energy forecast that's predominant for light workers and star seeds, but it does impact all of us. And while making that, I promised that I would do a video talking about the thinning of the layers and why we're feeling what we're feeling, which is utter exhaustion. Like, let me go to bed already. Um, so let's hack through this. I'm going to give as many tips as I can to navigate this energy, and let's talk about the why we're experiencing this energy. So, we are going to have a massive shift on the 11th of June, which is this coming Sunday. It is going to filter through for a little while, and I anticipate another one on the 19th or the 18th, I think, the Sunday, the following Sunday, 18th. So, in my downloads, so I get a lot of downloads. I have been working with galactic federations and councils since I was in the womb of my mother, all my lives. But I have all my memories from past lives and my connections. So channeling has always been there. Everybody thought I was super freaking crazy because this is back, I was born in the 70s, before all of this was public knowledge and people were actually talking about it. I still get quite a bit of hate from it, people thinking it's bullshit. That's okay. Scroll on, like, do your thing. I don't care. But for those of us that really do resonate, let's break it down. In the downloads, the vision that I got, and I'm very careful about how I present this information because it's not about fear. If we move into fear energy, we are lowering our own vibration as well as the vibration on this planet and the collective of humanity and everything else. So this isn't a fear-based conversation. I don't want you to go into fear or panic. That's not what it is. Gaia, our planet, our Earth, whether it's flat or round, doesn't fucking matter. This life, she's evolving. She's ascending along with us, and we're ascending on her. And she has a plan. Our Earth is very wise. She knows what she's doing. There is a plan. And I know there's a ton of conspiracies out there. I don't mind addressing some of those. If you guys have specifics that you want to talk about, I can tap into that and get clarity. I have received a lot of clarity, but Gaia does have a plan. And everything that's about to happen is all happening for us. In order to build something beautiful, what is or has been needs to be taken down. And that's what's happening right now. And that's what I anticipate with the 11th energy. So the 11th has a couple of things going on. Pluto's been in retrograde and it's shifting into Capricorn. I'm not an astrologist. I just understand what I need to know in order for my own evolution or awakening, ascension. But with this shift, we are going to be shifting and feeling the energy differently, which means Sunday, Monday, Saturday leading into it, today's Friday, we're a little bit more spicy. We're a little bit more forward or unfiltered. Those that are unaware are going to be feeling cranky. So it's a high confrontation timeline. So we just need to be really careful about how we're approaching our conversations. One of the tips I always teach is imagine the infinity symbol, and the middle of the infinity symbol is your throat. It loops through the third eye, your throat, through your heart, so that you are speaking from your heart, knowing your truth, coming from your voice. So any confrontation this weekend or over always, you want to make sure that you're coming from your heart space. But we are going to be feeling a little bit spicy, a little bit agitated. The physical symptoms are absolute crazy exhaustion. There's a lot of wild symptoms right now. And so this is why we're feeling the symptoms. I know, guys, I'm getting it too. I know how heavy it is and how long it's been heavy and how everyone's like, it's heavy. What do we do? What do we do? It's going to get better. It's just going to take some time. So we just have to be really patient with our physical body, our emotional body and mental body, so that the spiritual body can continue to flourish. Our physical and mental and emotional body will catch up as we navigate through this. But because the energy is really anchoring into, I believe Gaia is anchoring into 6-dimensional consciousness, but there's a lot of talk about 5D. So to each their own, whatever. It doesn't matter really. We're evolving. What matters. But as the energy shifts, I want you to look at it as fire and ice, okay? High vibration is a big fire. Low vibration is dense ice. Ice can't really put out a fire. I mean, if you had enough of it, whatever. But in theory, You put them beside each other, and the fire is going to alter the state of the ice. It's going to melt it. That's what's happening with us. Our vibration's going up, and we are altering that dense energy. As our vibration goes up, the physical body, because it is a very high vibration, the same way you approach a fire, you feel the heat. And at first you may be like, whoa, that's really hot. But then you kind of like, oh, that's kind of nice, right? So there's an adjustment period for our dense bodies to hold and feel this energy. And because it is so high, it's a little bit tiring on the body. We feel the heaviness, we feel the shift. The other piece that happens is as we become higher vibration in our physical, we are feeling the radiation on this planet a lot more. Like we've been in that dense reality for so long, and we're shifting to a different state. So we're feeling the effects of radiation that's on this planet. So your technology, all of the things, right? Or we don't need to dive it apart, but all of the things. So we're feeling that more in the physical. That's causing that physical exhaustion, digestive upset, muscle cramping, headaches, ear ringing, blurry vision, sore throat, heart palpitations. There's a lot of symptoms, and they're unique to all of us. You're not going to have all of them. You might, but it is unique to how your body is handling the energy. So there's that piece. So it's just hydration, proper rest, proper nutrition. But again, remember, everything's energy. So even how you are perceiving and talking to it, I had one person comment on like, you can't say that you're exhausted. I am. It's putting it into creation. You teach this. And I'm like, I know, but I'm also human. And I'm having a moment where I'm like, fuck, where's my pillow? So nobody's perfect, guys. Nor do I strive to be. I am just a dorky girl who's really figured this out. So as we move through this, just nurture yourself, listen to your body, do what your body needs. Take it easy, take the guilt out of it, take the shame out of it, take the, why is this so hard? I'm struggling so much. Oh my God. Stop adding to it as much as you can. We just want to be like, I'm evolving. This is temporary. It's disharmony. It's uncomfortable, but I'm evolving. And try to put your focus on something else. Beautiful music, aromatherapy, these are all things that will help elevate you and bring more ease. But honestly, sleep it off. Like if you need to call in sick for work, call in sick for work, take a day. I'm more than happy to do that, although this is my work, but okay, so there's that. In the TikTok video, I specifically spoke about the veil in between the realms thinning. So that's what I really want to talk about today. This is adding to our symptoms. This is adding to what we are feeling and experiencing. I touched on the fact that our gifts are being accelerated drastically. And there's a lot of people saying it's like a switch going and your gifts are just like, we're being activated. That's not quite what it is. We are activating ourselves. You are responsible for your own evolution. There is not a man on a throne waving pixie dust down on you. Your guides are evolving as well. You are energetically connected to all that is. So you are connected to all your timelines, past, present, future. They're all happening simultaneously. They're parallel. Your past lives, same thing. If you are a starseed and you have a galactic life, you are connected into that. So as everything's evolving, the energy is moving through that chain and impacting everything. It's waving through. So you're going to be feeling your acceleration here and from other lives, and those lives be feeling yours as well. It's part of this, how this whole thing works. Now, with the veils between the realms thinning, they've been thinning for a really long time. They're disintegrating now. I anticipate, I'm not sure, they've shown me in my downloads a couple of different things about what to expect on the 11th. It could be very metaphoric. Metaphoric, is that how you say it? Dyslexia, I make up my own words, so deal with it. Okay. It could be symbolic. It could be actually real. So the visions that I got, a few months back for June, I saw fire everywhere. I'm in Canada. That's happening everywhere across the country is on fire right now. So I saw that. Coming into the 11th and the 18th, I saw something very large plunging into the depths of the ocean, which creates a shift. the magnetic pole is doing a recalibration, but not the full flip. In time, the waters are going to change, and the land masses are going to change a little bit, but that's down the road. That's not right now. And then what was the other thing I saw? Oh, a solar flare. So actually what I saw was like a bomb going off. And I saw a lot of sand in the air. So that could have been symbolic for the smoke we're seeing from Canada moving down into the US. But I do see something with the Middle East transpiring as well. So I'm not really sure what to expect, except for this is part of the positive agenda, not the negative agenda. This is part of helping humanity come together in compassion. So Sunday, it might be a big solar flare. I'm not 100% sure. And I won't know until it happens. And I'm hoping it's just something that we don't even realize that's happening. And it's just an internal shift. But we are going to feel it. Right now, we're feeling the anxiousness or the anticipation of what's coming. A lot of us are feeling that. And it's like, oh God, like what's about to happen? Like something's coming. So June is a really pivotal month. September, October this year are going to be even more so. We're going to have July and August are going to be game-changing months, but a little bit better, a little bit more high vibe, a little bit more exciting in the good way, not the way. And more disclosure about galactic life form as well, leading into the fall. So the thinning of realms has been happening for quite some time. Those realms are now disintegrated fully as of Sunday, which makes me lean into the thought of a solar flare, a big one. So what does that look like for us? There's many, many realms on this planet, right? Some of you know about like the fairy realm or the unicorn realm or the crystalline grid realm, or there's lots. Galactic life form has been on this planet well before humanity was even created. They're here too. There's veils between it. Our bodies can only see, perceive, and experience where we're at in our own evolution or ascension awakening. So as these veils disappear, those of us that are a little bit more ascended, and it's not a competition, it's not better than anybody else, it's just a little bit more evolved. If you look at like a sapling in a tree, there's no need to compare, okay? So I just need to say that. So those of us that are a little bit more evolved are going to be seeing the realms. I have had that ability for the majority of my life. It shut down a little bit in my teens, but came flying back open again. So I can see other realms. I can see fully, truly spirit. Walmart is an overload for me. When I go into Walmart, I see as many past loved ones for everybody as I do actual humans, the past loved pets, any realm energy that's attached to you, all hanging out, doing its thing. And so I hear it, I smell it, I see it, I can speak with it. It's a lot of things. And so as this veil between all these realms are disintegrating, those of you that are in connection with your mediumship, psychic abilities, telepathy, your telekinesis, these gifts are getting stronger because you're fueling energy from other realms now. So, and with the veil gone, you know they're there. So you may get the sensation of someone watching you. You may, in the evening hours when you're getting ready for bed, feel a presence, and that might create a little bit of anxiousness for you. It's until we really connect in, right? And so they're starting to evolve in order to connect with us. We're evolving and connecting with them. So this is a joint creation from all the other realms and ours. They don't have it all figured out either. They're all in their own evolutionary process or awakening process. But this is where we're coming into unity. So the best gift of all of this is the veil's gone between all these realms, or the curtain's wide open, whatever you want to call it. We're going to feel each other. We're going to fall in love with other soul energy. We're going to connect into other soul energy. This is an opportunity of incredible unity. Humanity is not good at unity until we come together over something really tragic. It's when we see tragedy that all of a sudden we pour our compassion on each other. So this is an opportunity for us to feel and fuel compassion and unity through us. And that is the plan for this planet long term. We're evolving from a very individual, self-focused survival energy into this beautiful, thriving unity, compassion, love energy. Just takes time, right? So I know we're feeling urgency. I know we're super frustrated over the potential, I'll say, don't jump on me for using the word potential here, of all the false information or the agendas that are happening. I know there's a lot of people who think that the fires are being created by an evil agenda. Same thing with the to poke or not to poke. But in reality, let's back it all up. It doesn't matter. And that's hard to swallow. It doesn't matter because we're doing it. We've flipped the scale. We have arrived at a point of extensive collective awakening. And so it's going to keep happening. And all the bullshit is going to be destructed. It's going to be taken apart. It's going to stop at some point. So where your focus is, your energy goes. So I do my best to not put my focus on the potential or the really horrific, disgusting things that go on behind closed doors with the elite. The horrific, disgusting things. I don't put my focus there. I keep my focus on being of service and sharing love. I'm not about sharing love and light and falsifying or being toxic, positive kind of vibe. I don't give a fuck about that either. I'm in neutrality and it is what it is right now. We are evolving, we are awakening, we're feeling it, but we're moving through it. And it's going to be incredible on the other side. But we're just in that deconstruction phase, the demolition phase of how things function so that we can rebuild something really beautiful. So the fact that it's being demolished slowly, brick by brick, it's still in motion and it's still going to end. It's just going to take time. And we just have to learn that trust process. So there's that. I think that's all I have to say. Cool beans. Wishing you the most amazing, heart-fulfilling energy for the weekend. I know it's going to get intense, very intense. If you don't have to public, don't. I am a huge fan. I said this on TikTok. I stock up on supplies that if I don't want to do it, I don't have to go out. And I just create my own little vibe and boost my own energy and connect in. And yeah, so let's try to do that together. Okay. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for your emails, your direct messages, all of the comments on TikTok and these videos. There's been a lot of love and it makes my life so fulfilling. So thank you from every fiber of my being. You're changing my life. And I'm really grateful for that. It's a lot of love. And I feel very honored to have done everything the hard way so that you don't have to. Legit, though, that's been my journey. If you watch the 100 Days of Surrender series, I cringe looking back now. I'm like, oh my God, what did I do? But anyway, here we are. Yeah, when you know better, you do better. And that's the whole part, right? And as we go through this awakening journey, we go through several series of the Dark Night of the Soul, which is that deep dive of pulling up all the pain points from our past and healing it and transmuting that energy and then being able to navigate forward with more ease. So this does feel like a Dark Night of the Soul heavy energy. I experience energy a few days ahead of everybody else. I'm kind of that like, hey, don't step here, girl. Like when we're looking at the path, like don't go that way, like go this way. That is part of my journey. I'm turning 45 this year, and my whole life has been do it the fucking hard way and then figure out how to do it easy. And I know that has been a big piece of my journey because I know what not to do before I know what to do. So I get to shorten the curve for you going through your process. And I've been honored to make a full-time career out of it for over 2 decades. It's beautiful. I love it. So again, as always, hit me up with anything that you want me to address, and I will do my best to keep popping up here. We have a lot of big changes coming with the company right now, with Diamond No Mentoring Incorporated. So we are revamping our memberships at this moment. We have had a Galactic Ambassadors membership we are taking that off right now, and I'm going to be actually doing that free on Rumble. So details are coming soon because that's a safer platform for me to really speak unfiltered and get this message out bigger. And then the membership that we do have is going to turn into an energy forecast membership for starseeds and light workers specifically. So there'll be a whole monthly review every month of what to expect. And then every week, I'm going to break down step by step how to navigate it, what to do with that energy for your awakening, and what it looks like for us. I'm going to share a lot of my spiritual tools and tips, a lot of my healing tools and tips. So that's coming. And then one of my top mentors, Sarah Rose, is starting up a membership. We'll have details for that very, very soon. It's sisters only at this point. It's Sisters in Divine Alignment. It is a support system, a support group with a ton of tools for healing and setting boundaries and owning your power. And so she's going to be facilitating that. So I'll share more details with that really soon as well. It's really exciting. And yeah, so let's keep sharing, let's keep thriving, let's keep loving. And I want you to continue to stay brave, bold, and raw. And I will catch you guys next week. Have an amazing weekend, as amazing as it can be. Bye.